Welcome to War Bios, the podcast that delves into the lives of history's most fascinating military commanders. I'm your host, General Biography, and today we're going to explore the early life of Isoroku Yamamoto, a name synonymous with naval strategy and one of the most infamous admirals in history. Born on April 4, 1884, in Nagaoka, Niigata Prefecture, Japan, Yamamoto's life would be shaped by his family's traditions, his education, and the rapidly changing world around him. As we step into the world of late 19th century Japan, we find a country undergoing rapid modernization. The Meiji Restoration of 1868 had brought an end to centuries of isolation, and Japan was eager to assert its presence on the global stage. It was against this backdrop that Yamamoto was born, the sixth of 7 children to Takashi Yamamoto, a samurai of modest means, and Mineko Yamamoto. The family's financial situation was precarious, but they placed great emphasis on education, recognizing its importance in securing a better future for their children. Yamamoto's childhood was marked by a strong sense of discipline and duty, instilled in him by his father. The young Isoroku was fascinated by stories of his ancestors who had served as sailors and shipbuilders, and he spent hours listening to tales of the sea and its power. This early fascination with naval affairs would later become a defining characteristic of his career. In 1890, at the age of 6, Yamamoto began his education at the local elementary school in Nagaoka, where he demonstrated exceptional academic ability and a keen interest in mathematics and science. As Yamamoto grew older, his family's financial situation remained a challenge. Despite these difficulties, his parents encouraged his educational pursuits, recognizing the potential for advancement that they offered. In 1896, at the age of 12, Yamamoto entered the Nagaoka Middle School, which provided him with a more rigorous education and exposure to Western-style curriculum. It was during this period that he developed a strong foundation in mathematics, physics, and engineering, skills that would serve him well in his future career as a naval officer. In 1901, Yamamoto's academic achievements earned him a place at the Imperial Japanese Naval Academy in Itajima, Hiroshima Prefecture. The academy, founded in 1888, was Japan's premier institution for training naval officers, and its curriculum emphasized the study of naval tactics, strategy, and technology. Yamamoto's time at the academy would prove instrumental in shaping his future as a naval commander, as he was exposed to the latest developments in naval warfare and trained alongside some of the most talented young officers in Japan. During his 4 years of the academy, Yamamoto excelled academically, demonstrating a particular aptitude for mathematics, physics, and engineering. He also developed strong leadership skills, serving as a cadet officer and participating in various extracurricular activities, including the Naval Academy's sailing club. In 1904, Yamamoto graduated from the academy, ranking 7th out of a class of 192 cadets, and was commissioned as an ensign in the Imperial Japanese Navy. The foundations of his future success as a naval commander have been laid, and he is now poised to take his first steps into the wider world of military leadership. As a young officer, Yamamoto was drawn to the world of naval aviation, recognizing its potential to revolutionize naval warfare. In 1910, he began training as a pilot, becoming one of the first Japanese naval officers to do so. This experience would later influence his strategic thinking as he sought to integrate air power into Japan's naval doctrine. Yamamoto's early career was marked by a series of postings that took him from the destroyer Akashi to the cruiser Soya, where he served as a gunnery officer. In 1913, Yamamoto was assigned to the Imperial Japanese Navy's General Staff, where he played a key role in shaping Japan's naval strategy. He became a strong advocate for the development of naval aviation and the use of aircraft carriers, which he believed would give Japan a strategic advantage in the Pacific. Yamamoto's ideas were not without controversy, however, as some of his colleagues questioned the practicality of air power at sea. Despite these challenges, Yamamoto continued to rise through the ranks, becoming a commander in 1923 and a captain in 1926. In 1928, he was appointed as the commanding officer of the aircraft carrier Akagi, which would become one of Japan's most iconic warships. Under Yamamoto's leadership, the Akagi played a key role in the development of Japanese naval aviation, conducting numerous exercises and maneuvers that helped to refine the country's air power capabilities. The 1930s were a time of significant change for Yamamoto, as he became increasingly involved in the development of Japan's naval strategy. In 1933, he was appointed as the head of the Imperial Japanese Navy's Aviation Bureau, where he oversaw the expansion of Japan's naval air force. Yamamoto's vision for a powerful, carrier-based air force was beginning to take shape, and he worked tirelessly to promote his ideas within the Navy. In 1936, Yamamoto was promoted to the rank of Vice Admiral, becoming one of the most senior officers in the Imperial Japanese Navy. He continued to advocate for the development of naval aviation, recognizing its potential to give Japan a strategic advantage over its enemies. As tensions rose between Japan and the United States, Yamamoto's views on the importance of air power would become increasingly influential, shaping the course of Japan's military strategy in the years leading up to World War II. Throughout his career, Yamamoto was driven by a strong sense of duty and loyalty to the Imperial Japanese Navy. He was a complex figure, however, whose motivations and beliefs were not always straightforward. The events that will unfold in the years ahead will be shaped by Yamamoto's command decisions, strategic innovations, and personal flaws, ultimately defining his legacy as one of history's most fascinating military commanders. As the commander-in-chief of the combined fleet, Yamamoto played a pivotal role in shaping Japan's naval strategy during World War II. He was a strong advocate for the surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, which he believed would give Japan a strategic advantage over the United States. On December 7, 1941, Yamamoto's plan was put into action, and the attack on Pearl Harbor drew the United States into the war. In the months that followed, Yamamoto continued to lead the combined fleet with great success, securing victories at the Battle of the Java Sea and the Battle of the Coral Sea. However, his luck began to change in June 1942 when the United States launched a surprise attack on the Japanese fleet at Midway Island. The Battle of Midway was a disastrous defeat for Japan, and it marked a turning point in the war. Despite this setback, Yamamoto remained committed to his duties as commander-in-chief, and he continued to lead the combined fleet with great courage and determination. In April 1943, Yamamoto embarked on an inspection tour of Japanese bases in the Solomon Islands, where he was scheduled to meet with local commanders and assess the situation on the ground. Tragically, Yamamoto's trip was cut short when his plane was shot down by American fighter aircraft over Bougainville Island. The loss of Yamamoto was a devastating blow to the Imperial Japanese Navy, and it marked the end of an era for Japan's military leadership. In the years that followed, Yamamoto's legacy would be the subject of much debate and controversy. Some would remember him as a brilliant strategist and a courageous leader, while others would condemn him as a ruthless aggressor who played a key role in Japan's aggressive expansion during World War II. Today, Yamamoto is remembered as one of the most fascinating and complex figures in military history. His innovative approaches to naval strategy, his advocacy for air power, and his leadership during World War II have left a lasting impact on the world. As we reflect on Yamamoto's life and legacy, we are reminded of the importance of understanding the complexities of human nature and the nuances of historical context. In conclusion, Isoroku Yamamoto was a remarkable individual who left an indelible mark on history. His story serves as a reminder of the power of strategic thinking, the importance of leadership, and the enduring legacy of those who shaped the course of human events. That's all for today's War Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I'm General Biography reminding you to keep marching toward victory.